As expected, on the flip side of the Bitcoin ETF approval, the crypto market is sinking. Assets values are going down. Most major altcoins on the day are down anywhere from 2 to 5%. Now, if you think back to all the crypto bull runs you've lived through, they probably didn't kick off on a date you had marked off on your calendar. Like, this is the event that's going to send us flying. Like, you probably didn't know the exact date that would happen in the past, and you probably won't in the future. But make no mistake, these things like the Ripple court case victory and the Bitcoin ETF approval, they're big for this whole space. And in aggregate, in totality, they do add up together to make a big difference into post growth within this crypto space. But we still have some more cooking to do here, in my opinion. I don't know where we find our footing. We're stuck here in the muck for a while. But, I think in total, 2024 will be a strong year for cryptocurrencies. Doesn't mean in the short term we can't have a lot of pain and volatility. So just hang in there, look for value, look for opportunity. Everything will be fine. Now, isn't this a totally XRP and Ripple thing? Just unbelievable. We see Eleanor Terra. She's talking about that the Ethereum ETF approval is pretty much a shoo-in, a done deal. And she's been interviewing a lot of people. And one of the reoccurring things she's heard, the reasons why Ethereum will be approved for an ETF is the following. Ripple's partial court victory, with XRP not being a security during secondary market transactions, will make it an uphill battle for Gary Gensler to take the position that most digital assets are securities going forward. Isn't that beautiful? Ripple spends $200 million. XRP investors suffering, toiling for 3 years to get this magnificent victory. And what is the big payoff at the end? Ethereum Joe Lubin, Vitalik, our buddy Hinman even probably, they're going to get a big payday because that victory just paved the way for Ethereum to get approved. Now, make no mistake, we want to see that happen. We want ETH, to be approved as an ETF. We want that to expand to the broader crypto market. And of course, XRP will have its day. We see this article here. Sorry, XRP Army. Spot XRP ETF won't happen anytime soon. I agree with that partially because of the ongoing legal issues. But more so, I think once you get past Bitcoin and Ethereum, I just don't think there's enough demand out there to warrant a spot ETF for these other cryptocurrencies. But that's going to change. It's going to change in a big way. Just be patient. But it's just maddening that we go through all of this nonsense and our prize at the end of this is an Ethereum ETF approval. That's what we paved the way for. What a bunch of crap. Dark Horse, he posted up some transcripts from the SEC's retort to Ripple not wanting to give over their post-litigation financials. Of course, they want to go digging through all their current financial information. And it makes a good point here in this retort by the SEC saying, you know what, with Judge Torres' ruling, because she lumped in those ODL transactions with the securities violations, it may not be possible for Ripple to operate in a compliant manner going forward. Now, I would think, with their ODL transactions happening overseas, that wouldn't really matter. It should have no authority of the SEC. But we don't know that. Will they somehow source, those value flows back to the U.S. in some way? I don't know. But I think that possibility, at least, is the reason why you see this big push for AMMs and also stablecoin infrastructure, because Ripple may have to slam all that XRP right on the ledger and source liquidity from there. That would be a secondary market. They wouldn't be, operating directly with ODL users. They would just route them through the XRP ledger, totally decentralized and actually lower cost, more efficient. May be the way to go anyway, but they may not get that option. They may have to make that move sooner than later. And I think that's why we've seen this big push towards that functionality, because it might be an absolute necessity for the survival of Ripple. And what would be better than that? That it comes down to the fact that Ripple has to leverage the decentralized capabilities of the XRP ledger to grow their business, to send their payments. If you remember, it wasn't that long ago, all of their payments were outside of this ecosystem, and pretty soon maybe all of them will be directly on the XRP ledger. That would be a game changer, and they may have to do it just as a matter of survival. I've been saying that Grayscale's, their functionality here with those high fees, It's just unbelievable because they're not going to make it out alive. It's going to come down to either BlackRock or Fidelity because they have much lower fees. It's a better investment vehicle, and people are just going to keep rolling out of Grayscale. And so I'm wondering, what are they trying to do here? Well, it's clear they need those fees to survive, but probably they're trying to get bought out. They want one last payday to probably pay off all their other debts from their subsidiaries that are sinking and all of that. So I think they've conceded that, look, we can't play the long game here. And so they're going to continue going on this path until someone acquires them. And right now, it's a vicious battle between BlackRock and Fidelity. One of those two likely wins this sector, and whoever does wins most of the market, at least for Bitcoin trade. Maybe you could have another fight over Ethereum or one of these other altcoins, but for Bitcoin trading, whoever's first is going to win pretty much most, probably 80%, 85% of the trade volume on a daily basis. And so if one of those two were to acquire Grayscale, it likely would be game over. So it'll be interesting if that happens. Is this market important enough for BlackRock or Fidelity to jump up here and basically take it? And we're going to find out here probably in the coming weeks. I don't know how much longer Grayscale can continue like this, but they're just bleeding away, and for good reason. Why stay in Grayscale when you have the very same product but at a lower cost? I mean, it just makes sense, right? But I want to see how important this Bitcoin market, this crypto market is to those two players, BlackRock and Fidelity. They got the money to make it happen. Will they make the move or not? Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.